Good afternoon or good evening, good morning, wherever you are, folks. This is the Basketball Champions League. We're in Russia and it's Enisey Krasnoyarsk taking on AS Monaco. Well, Enisey fans are still coming into the arena and they're getting ready to watch arguably the best team in the competition. Certainly no side has been able to beat Monaco. And that was the case, in fact, for Enisey earlier this season when those two teams met. I'll tell you more about that in a second. But already in Group A, Enisey Krasnoyarsk lost a thriller at home to Enisey Baskets Oldenburg. Unet Holon won big over Juventus Utena. Also, Dinamo Sassari will be taking on UCAM Murcia later tonight. So it is once again a game between Monaco and Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Monaco winning the first game back on October 24th, 89-73. And Enisey have only managed to get, there you see, a couple of wins in the Basketball Champions League. It's been a tough run for them this season. Monaco, on the other hand, no team really has come close to beating them. They have been just almost invincible. As you look back at their season, they opened up with a 37-point walloping of Juventus Utena. They won by 29 at Unet Holon. Then they beat Enisey by 16. They won by 18 at Dinamo Sassari. They won by 15 at home over Enisey Baskets Oldenburg. They did get pushed hard at Murcia. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Here's Monaco's roster coached by Zvezdan Mitrovic, who's also the Montenegro national team coach. Who do you want to look out for? Well, look out for all of them. They're all good. Kikanovic, perhaps their most consistent player. The Bosnia and Herzegovina player is a big man. He can step outside and shoot it. He has been Mr. Reliability, but also Aaron Kraft. It's not about the stats for Kraft. It's about running the team, and they don't come much better than Aaron Kraft. For Enisey, Zabian Dowdle up at the top, and Anthony Hilliard are linchpins, big-time scorers. Alexander Gudemonk has played a lot. Juric, Zakharov, Bramho, Pavlov, Martins Meyers, all of these guys will feature for Enisey today. There is the coach of Enisey Krasnoyarsk as well, Oleg Okulov, and there's Zvezdan Mitrovic, the coach of Monaco, the team that really has kind of one of the teams really that's taken basketball by storm in Europe the last couple of years. Not only have they done well in France, but they had a good run last year in the Basketball Champions League. And as you look at the standings in France, they are top of the table. They have 12 wins in their 15 games. They're 2 games clear of Limoges and Le Mans. And then the VTB League in Russia, which is where Enisey play, they are 11th out of the 13 teams. They have struggled for results in that competition as well. They're 2-7. However, that doesn't mean that Enisey aren't dangerous. Certainly results, the good results haven't come for them in the Basketball Champions League lately. They certainly started out well. They got a 3-point win at EVE Baskets Oldenburg in Germany. EVE Baskets, one of the top teams in the competition. They won that one 89-86. And then after falling by 6 at home to UCAM Murcia, they traveled to Monaco and lost by 16. However, they returned home and went to 2-2 with a 4-point win over Juventus Utena. It was a really disappointing result for them was the one that followed. November 7th in Israel at Unet Holon. They lost that one 81-75. And after that, they fell 97-81 at Enisey Krasnoyarsk. And while at home, they would have liked their chances against Dinamo Sassari, but they lost 75-65. And then their second meeting with EV Baskets Oldenburg at home, boy, EV Baskets really turned on the style and that was on December 13th, and won that one 79-53. They took no prisoners. 82-77. You have to say right before the holiday break on December 20th, Enisey did come out strong and led UCAM Murcia for much of that game, but they ended up losing that one as well, 82-77. And this will be their first game in the Basketball Champions League since. So the who's who list of players for Monaco, you see Paul Lacombe, Sergi Gladier, and there's Kikanovic. This is a team that, with Joseph, just does a lot of the hard stuff, the hard work for Mitrovic. It's hard to believe that really the way that Monaco played last year that they could get any better this year, but really I think most people would say they have. They're a solid team from top to bottom. They're confident, and they have their eyes set on trophies, doing the double, certainly in Europe and in France. So for Enisey, it's a now or never for them. They're 2-7 at the bottom of the standings. Only the top 4 teams in the Basketball Champions League groups, the 4 groups, will advance to the playoffs. And right now, as you remember the standings, as Bremo comes out, UCAM Murcia are 5-4 and in 4th place. Enisey, meanwhile, with 4 games remaining, are 2-7. So they've also got 3 other teams in front of them. Well, in fact, Juventus Uten as well. They are already 2-8. So a win today would lift Enisey off the bottom of the table and move them level with Unet Holon. There you see the 2 coaches, Mitrovic and Okolov, shaking hands. And the players as well. And also the referees. Hey, Mitrovic getting the word in with the refs, the remaining referee there. So Marius Tiulin, Vilius Machilaitis, and Arnes Ozol. So a Baltic flavor to the refereeing today, as well as the Romanian. Here are the starting 5s. Monaco are going to start with Georgi Joseph, DJ Cooper, Paul Lacombe, Sergi Gladier, and Elmedin Kikanovic. Gladier, of course, another of the internationals who plays in this system, as well as Paul Lacombe got a run with France in the November World Cup qualifiers. All 3 of those players were in action for their countries during the international break, and showing why they're such important players for Mitrovic and for Monaco. For Enisey, Bremo, Hilliard, Pikorov, Zabian Dowdle, and Alexander Gurumak are in the starting 5. And Okolov is still at the helm of Enisey, and again, it's been a tough ride for him, but you have to applaud how they came out strong at Murcia and threatened to spring the upset in their last game. And they will try to come out and get it going as well tonight or this afternoon. Now, Pikorov is a new player for them, coming straight into the starting lineup. 28 years of age. He's a shooting guard, measures 1.93 meters in height. That's 6'4", 6 feet 4 inches. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to offer today. But for Monaco, it's not only the starters that will play big minutes, but also the guys coming off the bench. Amarasi, number 5, the veteran, 36-year-old. Gerald Robinson is an explosive player for them, as is Christopher Evans. So the players coming out on the court here, getting ready to rumble. Remember, this is game day 10 in the Basketball Champions League. Already had some games last night. Go through those for you real quickly here. Oldham EV Baskets won at Pino Karšiaka, 86-85. Neptunus Klaipėda lost at home, 87-71 to MHP Reason Lewisburg. Pauk won at home big, 79-61 over Capo d'Orlando. Chesnimburg won 106-98 over Telecom Baskets Bonn. Zielona Góra edged Besiktas 99-96. That was a big upset. Unet Holon won 106-91 over Juventus Utena. Umana Venezia won 102-93 over Rosa Radom. Studiantes won over Strasbourg, and Nanterre beat Aris. So we're off and running, folks. Welcome. If you're just joining us, we are in Krasnoyarsk, Russia. It's Enisey Krasnoyarsk taking on Monaco. And you couldn't have a bigger contrast in teams in terms of results. The Monaco side, the Rock Club, they are 9-0, 9 wins in as many games. And this has been their star performer, Kikanovic, who no doubt would get some MVP votes if the voting were held today. I mean, he's probably been their most consistent player over the course of the season. And most consistent player on the best team, or certainly the only undefeated team. Merits consideration. And the drive and the miss, and off go Monaco again. And the pass inside, and Kikanovic gets his second basket. Making it look easy. So that was Cooper with the assist. Ramos' pass knocked out of bounds by Gladier. There's 5 on the shot clock. And Hilliard drives in, follows up his miss, doesn't get it, and it's going to be Monaco ball because the ball didn't hit the rim. Joseph reached in and prevented the putback, and they're just making sure that the ball did not hit the rim. And sure enough, it goes over to Monaco basket. So this is the first game for Monaco after the holiday break. They won in France 103-99 over here's Toulon before their last game, in fact, on December 26th. Kikanovic comes out and hits another jump shot. So he started well. Very good player. And also a vital player for Bosnia and Herzegovina. They were trying to make it to the World Cup. Dowdle goes up and draws the foul at the line. The foul called on Cooper. Dowdle is an explosive guard. He's missed several games this season due to injury. And they are usually a much more formidable outfit when he is on the floor. Makes one of two. Enisey fell on January 7th at Enisey Krasnoyarsk, 91-76. So they're trying to get their first win of the year. Krasnoyarsk misses his first shot, but Monaco will maintain possession. Here's Lacan. Another good shot for Monaco. They go up 8-1. Dowdle misses down low. Krasnoyarsk gets the rebound, but Dowdle gets the ball back, the steal, and the basket from Pikarov. And the pass hits off the rim. Hilliard loses it, trying to make a pass to Dowdle. And a foul before the shot on Gudamak. Lacan spins, puts it up and in. Another basket for Paul Lacan. Showing why Vincent Collet was happy to have him in his lineup for France over the World Cup qualifiers. The quick answer from Hilliard. So 5-point game now. Krasnoyarsk catches it in the lane, just kind of turns, leans into it, and back to a 7-point lead. On the baseline, wide open, Pikarov misses. Again, wide open, Krasnoyarsk, and it hits another jump shot. Boy, this is Krasnoyarsk taking on Enisey right now, and he's beating him 14-5. I'm not sure the scouting report was correct on him. Bramo answers for Enisey. Another shot, a three-pointer this time from Cooper. And the lead is 10 points. Well, he's wide open. He says, "You're not going to guard this. I'm just going to put it up." And he nails it. And Monaco right now just kind of on cruise control. Enisey calling the timeout. Let's go down to the huddle and see if we can hear what the coach has to say. Krasnoyarsk with 10 points already.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
So Kikanovic has already got 10 points. And we're only halfway through this opening quarter. Drive and the miss, and Cooper has it. Kikanovic open, decides to put on deck, hands it off. Unselfish play, and the dunk from Evans. Gets his share of dunks. Some of them of the high-flying variety. Nice riposte that time from Ljuric coming off the bench. Shot clock winding down, and Monaco not getting a good shot. Martins Mears, the Latvia international, passes back outside to Dowdle. Dowdle puts up a little left-hander. He'll be thinking he can do a little bit better that time to finish. Evans called for the foul. So Zabian Dowdle goes to the free throw line. This is yet another one. 33-year-old. Makes the second one. So he takes his team down by 11 points. Dowdle's certainly been around. Last season in Italy with Cantu. He's played in Russia before with St. Petersburg. Also with Enisey Krasnoyarsk back in 2012, 2013. So you're called for the foul, coming out playing some defense. Bounce pass, Kikanovic scores with the left hand. Goes out of bounds. So back over to Monaco. And the shot rims out. Pass up ahead, down the baseline. Excuse me, on the sideline. And now the Monaco come out and reach. So Bramo falls down, but after being fouled. 10-point lead for Monaco. Looking to lower the boom early. So with Kraft out there as well. And the pass down low, and good finish from Martins Mears. And the shot, no good. Joseph with the rebound. You got to love Joseph's game. I mean, it may not be pretty, but boy, he's effective. He really gets in there and mixes it up. Here he is again. Look at that, battling for the rebound, but this time Mayers gets it. Quick outlet pass, and then Liudic tries to get it back to his teammate on the break. Quick, oh, beautiful play from Enisey. They get it to Mayers on the inbounds pass. That's more like it. And a little bit of a breakdown from Monaco. You can't give away a layup on an inbounds pass. Joe Robinson called for the foul. Good pass from Midusov. However, another free throw missed by Enisey. They're struggling at the free throw line. Boy, those things will come back to haunt you at the end of the game. 2 of 5. Robinson, oh, just a layup. Nobody even considered getting in front of him. And the block. Called on Lubaki. I guess Mitrovic is saying he felt like his guy had position. But Midusov, who had the pass, is now at the free throw line. And he misses his 4th free throw here in the first 8.5 minutes of the contest. It's no laughing matter for them, but it's just one of these things. If you're not going to make your free throws, you're not going to win many games. However, they get the offensive rebound. Brahmo does. Midusov again. Tries to make the pass, but it's knocked away. Now Kraft has it. 21 years old, Midusov. Beautiful wraparound from Lubaki, but it was knocked away. Brahmo from deep. And the dunk at the other end from Lubaki. Kraft brings it back for Monaco. So they try to stretch that lead to 12 or 13. Robinson looking to go to work on Midusov. Hands it off to Kraft. Kraft gets in and draws the foul. He will go to the line with 6.9 seconds left. So both teams having a hard time at the free throw line. Kraft drills it. So he makes both of them, in fact. 27 to 15. 6.9 seconds remaining. Dowdle will try to push up the floor quickly. He's going to put it up himself. Looks like he's going to try. Doesn't get it off in time. Thought he was going to have enough time, but Monaco did a good job switching on him. So, again, probably symptomatic of what we've seen all season for Enisey. You know, some good spells of play, but missed free throws proving very costly, and lapses on defense. They trail 27-15 against undefeated Monaco basket. Monaco 11 of 17 inside the arc, 1 of 2 from deep, and they've made both of their free throws. That was first couple from Kraft, just 2 of 7 at the line for Enisey, 5 of 10 inside the arc, and they're 1 of 3 from three-point range. And you'll remember that at the start of this game, it was all about Elmaden Kikanovic, who started just drilling one shot after another. Interesting as you look back at the season, and you do wonder about the MVP candidates, and the way that Kikanovic has come out today, kind of underlining why he might be Monaco's most important player and maybe the best player in the competition. Wondering who else might be in the running. There's quite a few good candidates out there for different teams. Jordan Theodore got the MVP last season from Banvit. He got Banvit to the final, where they lost to Iberostar Tenerife. Jamal Schuler's probably in contention, having played for Monaco last season. He's now with Nanterre. Sylvan Landesberg had another solid game last night for Estudiantes, who seem to be picking it up a little bit. Of course, you've got Kikanovic, DJ Kennedy, Pino Karsiaka, Thomas Walkup. He plays for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Ricky Paulding Jr. just keeps moving from strength to strength. I think Gasper Vidmar should get some votes. And I'm sure that all of you fans out there watching have your own opinions. It's not always about the stats. It's about other aspects to the game that players bring to the floor. Monaco lose it there, give it back to Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Dowdle hits the three. Well, he had a rough first quarter, there's no doubt about it. He wants to come out. Remember, he made the three right at the end of the first quarter, but it wasn't allowed. But he must have thought, wow, I've got the shooting touch today. I'm going to go out and nail one. And he just did. So that gets the deficit back to single digits. Kraft gets it back to Lubaki. He is fouled. He will go to the line. So Lubaki, fouled by Ljudic, will try to get that lead back into double digits, and gets a lot of rim, but doesn't hit the basket. You know, looking at the leading scorers in this competition, so far Pino Karsiaka have the two leading scorers, Jared Jones and DJ Kennedy. 20.4 and 20.1 points per game, respectively. Kevin Punter from Rosa Radom, 19.3 points per game. He's the third leading scorer in the competition. Ljudic drives and puts up the long jump shot and hits it. He always has a little feistiness about his game, Ljudic. Now after that, the fourth leading scorer is Ricky Paulding. He's averaging 18.3 points per game. Down at 6 is Landesberg. Kraft has the ball taken away. Dowdle. Martins Mares turns in the lane, scores. Good strong move from the big Latvian. And Zvezdan Mitrovic says, I don't like the way this game is going. We better nip this in the bud. He calls timeout. Mares just takes Kikanovic straight to the basket. No defense for that little jump hook. Back to the, as you look at game leaders, Kikanovic with 12 points. Back to those, to that discussion about the MVP, Sylvan Landesberg averaging 17.7 points per game. He's the 6th leading scorer in the competition. And I know he played well last night for Estudiantes as they won at home over Strasbourg. Mares, coming off the bench now, has 6 points to lead Enisey. Schuler comes in at 9th for Nanterre at 16.4 points per game. Kikanovic is the 13th leading scorer right now in the Basketball Champions League at 15 points per game. But all these guys do other things as well. It's not just about the points that are being scored. It's about the rebounds, the assists, the blocks, the steals, the free throw shooting, the percentages inside and outside the arc, at the line, and also those intangibles. There's Kraft. Beautiful pass. Kikanovic caught it, shot it, and was that a shot or was that a pass? Missed everything. Watch this. He went up and he got the contact. I was thinking he was probably thinking he might get a foul called. So a good attempt by him to get to the line, but the referee didn't buy it. Well, Dowdle gets it to Ljudic. Goes to work on Lacombe. And Lacombe called for the foul. If Enisey were to come back in this game and win it, it would send shockwaves across Europe. This is, even at home, they are big underdogs against Monaco. But they're showing something right now. Dowdle showing a little bit of fight. Hilliard, shot clock down to 4. Mares catches it and scores! Boy, Martins Mares is worth his weight in gold. He played so well at UCAM Murcia. And it's kind of surprising he didn't start in this game, but coming off the bench, he has been quite possibly the best player on the court, certainly for Enisey. Kraft hits the jump shot from behind the free throw line. Here's Mares again, just inside the top of the key. Martin Mares has taken over. Oh, and going in for the jam with Joseph, but he was denied by Mares, who has suddenly become Superman. Look at this. Get that out of here, he says. Mares doing it on both ends of the court. Coach Vekvagars, get this guy in your lineup for Latvia come February. He's dealing. He's wheeling and dealing. Bremo is going to come back into the game. And a technical foul has been called. So Hilliard goes to the line and sinks it. The technical was called on the bench of Monaco, so a potential 3 or 4 point trip down the floor here. Hilliard whips it to the corner. Ljudic Hands it to Mers. Again, Mers! Martins Mers! And Okolov is thinking, I'm going to let him play as long as he can, because right now he's gotten us back in the game. We're knotted at 30. Mers with the rebound. Oh, looked like the ball went off of Monaco, but it's been awarded to Enisey. Look at this. Ljudic. It looked like it went off Joseph, but a little bit of unlucky there. Monaco out-rebounding their opponents now. And Mers trying to turn that stat around as well. Gets another one. Three-point attempt. Good! Enisey charged back to take the lead. The three ball from Hilliard. And you really got to tip your hat to this team. They might be struggling in the competition, but they're playing with some fire right now. Here it is again, Hilliard drilling it. And look at the fans giving it all. 33-30. Break out the Santa Claus hats. They are smoking them in this second quarter. 18-3. They are rolling and back, well, in front. 18-3. Imagine that. Has this Monaco team faced anything like it? 18-3. Anyway, Mers now with 12 points, 3 rebounds. And in the second quarter, the best player on the court. No question about it. Mers, an interesting player. Wasn't with Enisey at the start of the season, as I said, but he's joined him, and clearly his experience making a difference in the last couple of games. I mean, he's 26 years of age. I mean, he's probably maybe not even in his prime yet. But we all know that Lavia puts in good. Oh, Kikanovic just took him to school that time. He said, enough of this. What footwork from Kikanovic. Hilliard from the arc. Mers with the tip. Kikanovic with the rebound. Hands it off to Cooper. Now Mers battling with Kikanovic. And Robinson for the three, no good. Ljudic gets rid of it. And Hilliard gets blocked from behind by Lacombe, but Mers is there to clean up the mess and dunk it. And quite frankly, folks, he is just doing everything. That's why you hustle down the court. You take nothing for granted. Kikanovic spins, has the ball knocked away. Bremo, his pass too far ahead for Hilliard. And you know, if you're Enisey, you want to get ahead, get some easy points, but you still have to play with a little bit of control. That was a much better pass. Even so, Lacombe blocked Hilliard. But Mers came in and scored with the follow. So that was Pikorov getting his hands on the player. Look who's come into the game now, Gladier. Try to turn things around here for Monaco, who were just facing a sort of resistance that they don't often face in this competition. Here's Kikanovic just inside the arc. Oh, man, he is good, isn't he? He drilled it from just inside the arc. 35-34. Might have to have a little one-on-one game after this between Mers and Kikanovic. Kikanovic grabs the air ball, hands it off to Lacombe. And then Lacombe is bumped by Dowdle. And that is a cheap foul that Dowdle might regret making later in the game if he fouls out. Mudasov coming back into the game for Dowdle. And Bremo reaches in and fouls Gladier. So Gladier, that's number 4 on Enisey, will not get free throws. Three-point attempt way downtown and rebounded by Gudemak. Hilliard, oh, he's struggling a little bit. Didn't know if he's going to shoot it or pass it. And they're punished with Lacombe going quickly to the other end and getting the layup. Cooper pushing the break, and so Monaco back in front, and timeout called by Enisey. Here's the quarter-by-quarter scoring. Remember, it was 18-3 in the second quarter for Enisey before the last timeout, so some progress made here by Monaco.
Команда Енисей Красноярский край использовала тайм-ауты первой половины матча.
So we are in the second quarter, and Enisey Krasnoyarsk having trailed. Now they come right out of the timeout, turn it over. Gladier doesn't hesitate, puts up a long one. .240 remaining in the first half. Mudasov. Enisey can't turn the ball over as easily as they did last time. Now Gladier reaches in and fouls Hilliard. Now Hilliard's going to take a breather. Mudich goes out to inbound it. Hilliard comes out of the game. Dowdle back into the game, looking to make the killer pass. Now he's going to go to work himself. He's going to put up a three. Enisey back on top, 38-36. Remember, Martin Mears triggered really the turnaround, a reliable source of points of scoring for Enisey, but he's out of the game now, so they need some other people to step up. Now Kakanovic going at Gudemak, has it knocked away. Gladier picks it up. Oh, what a play! Evans picks up. Bit of good fortune that time perhaps for Monaco, but they capitalized. They tied at 38. Looked like it was going to be a turnover. Dowdle feeling it. Bounce pass, Gudemak wide open, and Pigorov. Good! Three-pointer. Well, that's what a shooting guard's supposed to do. The Russian club getting hot, starting to feel it. 1:20 to go here in the first half. Lacombe drives in, it gets rejected. But Evans there for the rebound and the putback. Bounce pass taken away by Coop. Easy one. Evans for the dunk on the break. He probably gets more dunks on his points than layups and jump shots, that's for sure. He lives at the rim. Monaco back in front. Ljudic puts it up off the glass, doesn't get it, but Gudemak there for the offensive rebound. Pikarov wide open off the back of the iron. Now Cooper. Oh, good reach, bad pass from Evans. Right into the hands of Dowdle. So Enisey will hold it for the last shot, trailing by 1. Gladiator guarding Dowdle. Dowdle might fancy his chances here. Splits the D. And Monaco had a foul to give. They've got another one to give as well with 3.9 seconds to go. Ljudic behind the arc. Good! What a finish! Enisey Krasnoyarsk own the second quarter. They go to halftime with a deserved lead over unbeaten. That's Monaco basket. Look at this. Ljudic knew the clock was about to the buzzer was about to sound. Drills the 3, and it's 44-42. Enisey on top of Monaco. So Enisey 10 of 21 inside the arc, 6 of 9 from deep. Look at that, boy, they really got hot from deep in the second quarter. If they'd made their free throws, they'd have a healthier lead. Monaco out rebounding them 15-11. But 13 assists for Enisey, 3 blocks. They do have the 9 turnovers, which have been costly. Monaco have turned those into points, a lot of those. And wow, what a game. Have to admit, expectations not quite as high for this one. And the way it started, it looked like Monaco might just blow them out, but Enisey really dug in and have come out. And Mayers, boy, what an impact he's made. 14 points, 5 rebounds. Kikanovic, however, has a game-high 16 for Monaco. Dowdle, 4 steals. Joseph, 1 steal for Monaco. So all to play for. It's a 2-point lead for Enisey, folks. This is the Basketball Champions League. Lots to play for. Enisey trying to stay in the hunt for a top 4 spot. We'll be right back. Well, 44-42, Enisey Krasnoyarsk on top of Monaco here in Russia. It's game day 10, and, you know, the stakes could not be any higher for Enisey, that's for sure. They need to keep winning. They could still get into that top 4. Right now, they are 2-7, and they kind of need to win out over the next 5 weeks, improve to 7-7. That's what they're aiming to do. So the game started out really in favor of Monaco. They came out relatively strong, but, you know, won the first quarter 27-15. They were cruising. Enisey were missing free throws, turning the ball over, and it looked like they were on their way to a heavy defeat, which, by the way, it still could be. You never know. These teams are they've had contrasting seasons, and Enisey have ended up on the wrong end of some bad score lines, but they were able to stabilize things. They were outscoring Monaco 18-3 in the second quarter before Monaco started to come back. And then just a late flurry there for Enisey, including a three-pointer from Liudic, has given them a 44-42 lead at halftime. They outscored Monaco 29-15 in that frame. So Monaco, I don't want to suggest that they felt like they'd come here and get an easy win today, but they certainly are under no illusion right now that they're in a fight against a desperate Enisey team. And Martins Meyers has come out, and I would not be surprised if he faces perhaps a little bit of a different defense. He was that effective in the second quarter. He's got 14 points and 5 rebounds. So second half underway here in Krasnoyarsk, Russia. It's Enisey on top of Monaco 44-42. And almost picked off there by Pikarov. Joseph has it at the free throw line and hits the free throw line jumper. Knotted at 44. Jump shot good for Enisey. Dowdle comes out firing. He's got the whiff of the upset today in the air. Imagine if Enisey were able to get a win today, what that could do for their season, not only in the Basketball Champions League, but in the VTB United League. They would turn, that could serve as a real spark for the rest of the season. And nice soft touch from Robinson. Knots it at 46. Meyers at the free throw line, this time short, showing he's human. He hardly put a foot wrong in the first half. Now Robinson pulls up and hits a soft jump shot. And that's a danger sign right there that somebody else is going to start stepping up for Monaco, and Enisey going to start getting a hand in the face. He's had a couple of open looks. So the foul on Kikanovic for pushing Mares. Pigarov puts up a three. Long rebound to Hilliard. He goes in, challenged Joseph, and Joseph blocked it. And now an offensive foul called on Monaco. On Joseph. Oh, well spotted by the ref. That was a silly off-the-ball foul. Didn't need to be committed. Just stopped the potential fast break from Monaco. Hilliard floats in and gets bailed out by the foul. Looked like he was pretty well defended there by Monaco. Good things usually happen, though, when you drive in. He actually had made the pass. And Mitrovic says, why is he shooting free throws? Because he was making the pass to Hilliard. Probably has a point. But Hilliard's not complaining. He goes to the line. He makes one of two. And the pass goes off the hands of Kikanovic. He's really battling down low with Mares. And just an awful pass from Pigarov trying to get it to Mares. And Robinson just goes to the other end and punishes Enisey. You want to get the ball to Mares, but not at all costs. I mean, he was surrounded by 3 or 4 players, and it just triggered a break for Monaco. See the field goal shooting percentages there for both teams, over 50%. Hilliard, oh, tough shot from him. Oh, beautiful pass to Joseph, goes in for the dunk. And timeout is going to be called. Nope. Yep, the check on Mares, who's gone down hard. See what happens with, oh boy, Joseph got away with another one, just shoved Mares to the ground. And that one was not seen by the refs. So hopefully Mares is going to be okay. Out it goes, and three-point attempt from Bremo, a little bit short. And Liudic reaches in and commits the foul. I think Okolov needs a timeout. Liudic with the rebound off the Lacombe miss. And Dowdle short with the three. And offensive foul called on Monaco. Kikanovic. And the pass and the foul out on the perimeter on Lacombe. Oh, Mitrovic needs to watch it. Yeah, I mean, that's a good call. He had his... Did they call it on Lacombe or Cooper? Looks like it could have been on Cooper. He had his arms wrapped all around him. And Dowdle will go to the line. And a sportsmanlike foul has been called. So 2 free throws have been made by Dowdle. That cuts it back. Technical foul as well. So 3 free throws have been made. So the foul was indeed called on Cooper for wrapping around Dowdle. The refs got that right. Dowdle missed the first free throw. So let's see. I'm a bit confused here looking back at the play-by-play. Anyway, it's 52-49. Monaco on top of Enisey. Bremo has it. Ljudic. And flying in for the offensive rebound. And this time it looked like it was Hilliard who shoved off on Gladier. So, and the foul was indeed a technical that was called on Cooper. Kraft, beautiful pass out to Lacombe. And Joseph comes in, knocks it out of bounds. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he was going for the power dunk. Hilliard was just going to jam it home. Thought he was going to get the foul. The ball bounced back outside to Enisey. Here's Hilliard again. Quick pass to, oh, what a block. The follow by Mares. Stays with it, misses it again. Great defense from Monaco that time on the Latvian. He's got to go up and finish that one strong. And this time Lacombe catches it, tries to score with a reverse layup, and is fouled. This game is heating up. Well, it looks like, I think Hilliard was right. It looked like Joseph went up and got him, certainly around the upper chest shoulder. He looked like dismayed that a foul wasn't called. Anyway, Lacombe misses the first free throw. Hilliard has it. Bounce pass to Gudemak. Ljudic gets it and puts it up and in. And good strong move and a foul called on Gudemak. Long jump shot is good. Three-pointer. Gladier. Well, there was Joseph playing D again, picking up the foul. There's no question that Joseph is just playing physical basketball and going beyond what can be allowed in some cases. But on the other hand, from a physicality standpoint, teams need players like him. He is going out and letting Enisey know that, you know what, nothing is going to be easy for you guys today. Don't even think about coming in here. Dowdle makes both free throws. Gets it back to 55-53. Gladier puts up a three, another one, 2 in a row for him. Gladier is a player that can reel off a 10-0 run by himself, no problem. And now the steal and the turnover, and Robinson lays it up and in. And all of a sudden, Monaco up by 7 points. And Midasov showing his inexperience. Another turnover by him leads to easy points. Costly. The missed free throws, the turnovers that lead to points, that is what is beating Enisey right now, and they're being outscored 18-9 in the third quarter. So, Monaco have certainly come out and answered the challenge here in the third quarter. It's been a lot of talking points. Game's gotten rather physical. Technical foul as well. Gladier's come out shooting the three, getting hot. So going back to the free throws that Dowdle took midway through the quarter, he had a couple of free throws. He missed one. The one that he missed was the technical free throw. Here's Mares. Great defense again, that time by Evans. And again, the turnover. Well, in fact, it was, not sure if that would, yeah, it would be a turnover. Leads to a basket from Monaco. Enisey just not getting back on defense. Gladier hands it off. Evans having a long look at Mares. Dowdle over to Ljudic into Mares. Mares goes into the lane. Now Hilliard, shot clock winding down. Hilliard's going to have to put it up. Mares got it off just in time. Good box out inside, but Gladier gets it. And, oh, what a play by Evans! Catches the ball off the backboard and a reverse jam. Ljudic. Kraft has it. Monaco starting to get the wind in their sails. Evans to a wide open Robinson. Hilliard puts it up, and charge is the call on Hilliard. And you can see there's no love lost between these two teams. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, that has got to be the play of the week. Just give it up. Robinson off the backboard to Evans. It's dunking time. It's a dunk show. And another basket for Monaco. And they have just blown this thing wide open here in the third quarter. 66-53. And you have to say they have answered the challenge from Enisey. Perhaps just a little too much quality, and certainly Monaco bringing the attitude as well. That last shot, by the way, was made by Kraft. Mears goes to the line. This thing isn't over. It's a long way from being over, folks. 66-54. Mears makes both, in fact, so it's back to an 11-point deficit. Final 35 seconds here in the third quarter. And Robinson, just beautiful move, kind of stops and then cuts back to the left and makes the layup. Mears wide open, hits the jump shot. Well, Mears helping keep his team in it. Last second shot, Evans too late. But Evans with the highlight reel play of the game of the week and quite possibly of the season. The reverse dunk after catching it off the backboard is Monaco up 68-57. (13 of 34). Enisey inside the arc, 7 of 14 from deep, so just 1-3 for them in the quarter. Monaco, meanwhile, just 3 of 9 from deep, but 28 of 41 inside the arc. And they just kind of, the second half of that third quarter just electrified the Basketball Champions League. I mean, Robinson took off early, and Kikanovic there getting one of the many fouls committed on Mears. And then you've got, well, watch this. This is Robinson. Cuts back into the left. Mitrovic has certainly been hot with a couple of the calls. And that was a couple of free throws after an unsportsmanlike foul and technical as well on Cooper. I'm hoping we're going to see that dunk again, because, folks, people are going to be talking about this dunk. I thought that should have been a foul with Hilliard going in strong, and nothing was called. Ljudic followed up the mess there. And then he scored there, and are we not going to see? I guess we might not see it. We had a couple of threes go in for Gladier right in a row. And Evans just came up with a highlight reel play, maybe of the season. There's another three for Gladier. Watch this. Here it is. Off the backboard, catches it, reverse. And he did it like it was easy. Like he could do it with his eyes closed. Udic drives in and scores with the layup. He's back to single digits. Robinson for three. Oh, Robinson. Boy, he has got his A game going in the second half. He has been phenomenal. Mears he fumbles it away into the hands of Gladier. Quick pass to Robinson. Another three for Robinson. Don't look now, folks, but he could be playing himself onto the All-Star 5. Wow. 18 points for Robinson. He's hardly missing. He's 8 of 11 from the floor. $15-point lead. They got it down to single digits. Monaco have the ability to take their game to a different level than most teams in this competition. We've seen it today against Enisey. They look like they would be in real trouble. Evans getting the block from behind. And they have been able to just turn it up a notch. Zakharov coming into the game, picks up the foul. Dowdle comes back into the game. Hilliard goes out. Well, if there's one thing you know from this Monaco team is they've got more than not just Gladier, but they've got Robinson that can drill the three. Here's Gladier. Doesn't make that one, so Enisey ride their luck, letting him get open. Bramo at the line. And a push, I think, called on Gladier. A hold, rather. Monaco's worth the price of admission. There's no doubt about it. They have got some high flyers in this team, including good heavens Evans. Now Bramo goes to work in the lane, puts it up and in. Back to a 13-point game. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Plenty of time, but Enisey now need to get some stops. Evans puts up the deep three. And Mitrovic seems like he's going to live with that. Instead of going for that high percentage shot. Now Dowdle. Boy, that was a brick. Bricked it off the backboard. Then Zakharov comes up and fouls Robinson. Zakharov didn't get into this game until late in the contest. Well, sighs of relief being breathed over there on the bench of Enisey as Robinson goes out of the game. He was probably the biggest problem to solve for Enisey, the way he was playing. Now Kikanovic wide open, good. Wow, he just isn't going to miss it if he's open. He has money in the bank. Back up to 15 points, the advantage. And Udic again sees the lane open. So Robinson and Kikanovic each with 18 points. Kikanovic. Mainly Kikanovic in the first half and Robinson in the second. Here he is again. Kikanovic gets it, puts it up and in. Now he's the game's leading scorer with 20 points. Dowdle. Enisey were behind by a country mile earlier this season when they took on Juventus Utena, you might remember, on game day 4. That game was played on October 31st. And they pulled off an amazing comeback in that game and won 85-81. So they're not done and dusted yet. Offensive foul. Now, is it? Yes, it is. It is called on Dowdle, I think, for lowering his shoulder. Good defense from Cooper. Cooper, the seas part for him, but he missed the layup. He reaches in, almost gets the steal. Dowdle bounce pass to Mares. And now the turnover. Kraft behind the back. Here he goes again. And draws the foul. Evans, for some reason, didn't throw it down hard with 2 hands. Look at this. And good call by the ref. He saw the hand of Mares graze Evans' left hand or left wrist. And Enisey called timeout. Mares 18 points, 9 boards. Hilliard has the 3 assists. Dowdle has 4 steals. Monaco looking to remain unbeaten. They are 9-0. They open up a big lead only for Enisey to come back. Now Monaco has gone back in front again with a big lead. And we shall see how this is going to end up. Remembering, I was telling you about that Juventus Utena game earlier this year. Evans makes the free throw. Enisey were trailing 76-61 with 3:55 remaining, and came back and won that game. That was against Juventus Utena. Now, who have they called the foul on here? Mares? For pushing off on Kikanovic. Well, for an 18-point game, this has been absolutely must-see basketball. It's been exciting from start to finish. Seems like it's calmed down here just a little bit midway through the 4th quarter as Paul Lacombe goes to the line. And Lacombe, if he makes this one, it'll be a 20-point game. And Lacombe makes both free throws. And Kraft with the foul. Udic catches it, turns, back outside to Hilliard. Now Cooper has it, and really it's a case now Monaco just kind of easing to victory. You get that feeling. Lacombe with the rebound and fouled by Udic. First free throw is good from Paul Lacombe. Remember, he played for Strasbourg last season. So this is his second season in the Basketball Champions League. Second free throw is good as well. Hilliard for three. A tough shooting day. Offensive rebound and put back in the three-point play. Opportunity is there for Kanyajan. And the lefty, though, puts it up too hard. Pass out to the perimeter to Evans. And in the corner is Cooper, the lefty, and the lead is 88-65. You'd never know this was a close game at one point. And Hilliard's pass gets away. Monaco just pouring it on right now. So timeout called by Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Let's see down the bench and hear what Coach Okolov is trying to say here for Enisey. Krasnoyarsk with 20 points, leading all scorers. Mares still with 18 and 9 for Enisey.
Команда Enisey Krasnoyarsk использовала тайм-ауты второй половины матча.
There's his numbers. Krasnoyarsk 20 points, 10 of 14 from the floor. Now the reach and good play by Lacombe to knock it away, force the turnover. It's never good to turn it over after you've come out of a timeout. Evans gets inside and takes it right to the hoop. 90 points. Now Monaco, we have to talk about the possibility of them getting to the century mark. They're not that far away and still plenty of time. Kikanovic picks up another foul, and he will take a seat. And that's kind of the way it's been going for this Enisey Krasnoyarsk team here in the last 12 minutes or so. Just nothing is working, including the free throw woes. They've had those all game long. Lacombe has it knocked away. Monaco turned it over. So back over to Enisey. So what are the possibilities for Monaco this season? Or is this a team that will go all the way? Is it a team that can go all the way? There's no doubt it's a team that can go all the way. Middlesov misses, and the ball goes out and back over to Monaco. Pass now. Kraft gets it over to Joseph. Long jump shot for Joseph. 92-65. Where's Joseph? Zakharov hasn't played that much today, and his pass goes over the head of Middlesov. Kraft gets into the lane, goes up, misses a shot. Joseph there for the board, passes it back outside. Probably the 100 mark is now a little bit, it's unlikely. Evans for three, and Zakharov comes down with it. So an interesting game. No doubt about it. Not so much this fourth quarter. Lacombe hands it off. Oh, Evans was going to go up for another rim rocker, but decided not to challenge the Enisey defense that time. They've made the long journey from France or from the Principality to Russia and come away with a resounding victory. That last shot, an air ball. Zvezda Mitrovic's team. Monaco go to 10-0 in the Basketball Champions League. They beat Enisey 94-65. So just sheer domination in the end. 34-51 inside the arc, 6 of 15 from deep, 8 of 11 at the line. And the Rock Club looking like the team to beat. Certainly these stats, the Enisey turnovers did not help their cause. lot of those turnovers led to baskets for Monaco. Jukanovic ended up with a game high 20 points, 18 points, 9 rebounds for Meyers, 9 assists for Cooper for Monaco, 4 steals for Dowdle. And it is it's going to be a nice rest of the day, you think, for Monaco. I'm not sure if they're going to stick around or if they're going to fly back tonight. But they'll enjoy the team meal after yet another win in the Basketball Champions League. Right now, everything is working for this team. Look at that, 10-0, up at the top of Group A. Enisey are 2-8, down in 7th place, just ahead of Juventus Utena. So Dinamo Sassari, that'll be a big game for them. Later today, UCAM Murcia as well. Should be a lively affair for the rest of these teams as they try to, again, solidify their chances of getting to the playoffs, getting into that top 4. But just look back at the highlights here in the second half, and you'll see just too many plays being made on both ends of the floor by the team in red, Monaco. This is one of Robinson's. He also wanted a foul in that play. You could hear it. Came to life for a while for Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Vladimir hit a couple of threes. Evans took off. That was one of his big dunks of the day. That was the play of the game there. Off the backboard, the jam. And the three-pointer from Robinson, who really took over. Okolov, he was getting a bit nervous there. His team was... He'd been right there. They'd come back to take the lead, but this just too much quality in this Monaco team for Enisey. So smiles over there from the fans of the Principality Club, and in the end, handshakes. So that is that. Thanks for watching, folks. More Basketball Champions League action coming your way tonight. Pick a game and watch it. It'll be fun, no doubt about it. One last time, Monaco win it convincingly in the end at Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Thanks for watching.